Right, we're back, and right at the start I get killed. So that's a great professional start to any single come to, but luckily I got revived. Yay! So now as I reload the RPK, making sure I'm followed with teammates, I decide to push up and then use immediately surroundings, and I always like trying to get to this area here. You have direct protection. The only way they can get you is sort of flank. But luckily I've pushed in, I've suppressed an enemy, and I'm arming the AM-com. What you need to do around the AM-com, sort of get hands-on, get really close to the AM-com. It allows you to get a few more kills than laying back, and also with the CQC around the M-com, you also inept yourself in some sort of technical team play, and you can put ammo packs down, and if you're running certain gadgets such as even a C4 or even a Claymore, you can place them down and use them to apply a defensive perimeter around the IM-com that's been armed. So there I've got killed by a bipoded LMG. Not funny. And I'm now spawning on Xantia, who's running into the lockers. I like using the lockers as a direct attack route, but it can get quite crowded, and they're just trying to use a crossbow, trying to pick my way through. And right there I get a collateral suppression shot when getting shot at. Everything's brilliant. I'm up on a high, and then I just get killed by a bipoded LMG. A bipoded LMG isn't very fun. I hate LMGs right now, even though I'm using one, which is quite strange. So I'm spawning on Danny Dude, who's in a quite good position. I've just eliminated him. Now I decided to push up quite close to the M-com. What I should have done is just waited a second and a half. Just check that doorway. Checked overall surroundings before trying to jump and arm the M-com. See, there he's in a good position. He's preventing our team from attacking. What you need to make sure is if you can communicate with your friends, you can sort of say, alright, just find some cover so I can spawn on you. Use them as a forward spawn point. And here, I'm luckily managed to arm the BM-com. No one was sort of threatening me. I don't know what he was doing. He was probably having a cup of tea. He was unfortunate, very unfortunate. I'm surprised I killed him, to be fair, because he must have been injured, because I only got him in with one shot. Now, I don't know why it got disarmed, but Jack, one of my friends, Jack, he joined a bit late. He joined on the enemy team and killed me. He gave me loads of abuse over Skype following that, but luckily we got B back armed, which was all good. And this is why you should maybe run. I should have spawned a recon, an aggressive recon, something with like a PDW, maybe the P2000 or the P90 or the M5K. It's because we were suffering from like squad wipes, and obviously with the squad being wiped, it isn't quite fun, and we're not getting anywhere with pushing up. So now luckily we've managed to push up into the lockers again. We've got Danny Dude pushed up into that little crevice halfway down the hallway, and we've loaned in up with a couple. I think Gazzy there with a smoke grenade or something. Smoke. Luckily we got someone else on our team got B armed, which is good. We're pushing up now, trying to actually cover the M-com. I eliminated him. He could have caused a threat. He could have flanked behind us, and also he could have eliminated any hostiles that moved from left to right. Again, I got killed by the same guy with a bipoded LMG, and I hate them even more. I actually have a hatred against bipoded LMGs now. I mean it. I want to blow them up with not cheese. C4, that's one. I don't know how I went from cheese to C4. Deranged. So now, as we just walk through the smoke is dangerous, and then I got killed again, which isn't funny. This time by another LMG, and he wasn't bipoded this time, but I still got killed by a LMG, so I feel like a massive fun. But I got revived, so yay, happy face. And now pushing up to the fourth and final set, the cafe M-coms. And first of all, I like chucking a grenade there and just trying to eliminate any enemies that walk through there. I killed Jack, and I gave him hate right the way back. I found it quite funny. He cried, and he was sad. We traded that bipodded LMG again. I don't know, he was positioning himself in good positions. I'm going to give him that credit, but you don't bipod LMG. That's just not cool. It's really not cool. If you want a girlfriend, you don't bipod LMG, nor do you have a shit bucket. Those are 2 rules for Battlefield 3 girlfriends. And now I got shot by a bipodded LMG. And he's not Colonel 100, which is quite surprising. I'm surprised he might have a girlfriend. He might have a shit bucket. Actually, probably does. I don't have a shit bucket because I have a thing called a life, and I have things called friend. But moving back, the squad got wiped, so I'm pushing out the metro area again through the Rue Catherine. I don't know. I can speak French, but I don't have a French accent. And I'll get killed by an M16A3. But this time, it isn't the typical setup, so I'm not that bothered about it. But what we're learning is they're pushing to the left-hand side. You see him and another person are jumping over, so I pointed that out to the team, and we've shifted to the right-hand side. As soon as I spawned, I got shot, and now we're on the far right-hand side. And this is a big mistake I made. Like, I thought, oh yeah, I could easily eliminate those enemies, and there I look like an absolute moron. And the thing is, if you think you can, you need to get yourself into cover quickly and work your way down. Again, I got killed by an LMG. I have never used the M60. I've heard it's quite good. It has a bigger suppression value than the RPK that I'm using and other LMGs, so I might use that. So now, again, we're running out of the metro area, and this time I decide to take the far left-hand side. I'm the only one in the squad that's took the far left-hand side. All the rest have took the right or the middle. I usually like switch it up every couple of respawns. That just allows me to actually get a fresh attack and then actually see where the weak spots and the spots which are quite difficult are. So then I eliminate one guy, and when you shouldn't look at your MCOM. You should look away, try and guard yourself. So there, I dropped prone immediately. And luckily, well, unluckily actually, I got killed by this Saiga. I don't usually use the Saiga, but yeah, it's okay, I presume. So, relying on Xanti to just stay alive. Luckily he did. So I've spawned all the way past, and then again I had a bad aim, and then the game's finished. So obviously we won, and that's just how I go through, just analysing tactics. Final score I can't tell because I'm on a small screen and everything's blurry, and I got some unlocks. So one person is very happy, and his name is Will, or the Blown Tire. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time out on the battle.